What up, y'all? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from, I was going to say BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center, but it's not, obviously. We are at TurboTech here in Chesterfield, Michigan. My old stomping grounds where I used to work, where I did all the training and stuff here. Now you got the guys like Andrew Anderson and Perry Crowell out here doing lessons. So make sure to hit these guys up. Come out here, get lessons. If you can't get a hold of me, which is very difficult right now because I have so many projects going on right now. But we are doing some camps and clinics that are going to be coming up. So be on the lookout for that. I know I have a virtual one Thursday, and then we're doing another virtual lane play and learning lane graphs virtual clinic. So we're going to show you all that stuff virtually, online. No limit of people. It's going to be real cheap. Just be able to jump in, talk about lane graphs and all that, learn as much as you can. Cody Shoemaker will be joining me for that. So I'm going to leave a link over at 10pindoctors.com. You'll be able to sign up for that. But anyway, today we're going to take out that new Motiv ball. I know you should have seen this one already. You've seen it from everybody else, but I want to review it myself. I have a pin-up one and a pin-down one, the Motiv, the Evoke Hysteria. This ball came out when we were in Reno for the World Series and the events out there, and everybody fell in love with this thing. This thing was absolutely amazing. It is one of my favorite balls in my bag right now. If I was still competing, that would be the big Asym pearl that I would be using everywhere. So I'm going to take it out here. I got the typical 42-foot lead condition out here, Turbo's version of that. So we're going to take the Hysteria out there, and we're going to see what it's got here in a minute. So stay tuned.
They say bowling is a dying sport.
A dying sport.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
BowlerX.com for the love of bowling.
All right, here we go. Let's take the Evoke out here, the Hysteria. The cool thing, like when this ball came out, I didn't have one. I was in Reno, and Brett Spangler let me drill one out there, even though they had limited quantities on the truck. He let me drill one out there, so I drilled one pin down, and then when I got home, getting ready for the players and everything else, I drilled one pin up because I had one waiting for me to do the review. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do the review. Now we're doing the review. So we've got reviews going. Now we got the Hysteria. This is going to be the pin down one first. And we'll kind of mix them in a little bit, throw them a little bit back and forth and let you guys be able to see. Let me make sure I got the focus tracking off on this. There we go. That way it focuses on the lane and not on me. Here we go. Let's try and throw one a little straighter. Very smooth, but much bigger core. Like if you guys watched the Deviate Dark Side review I just did here, you'll notice how this one tumbles quite a bit. Dark Side revs up, lower differential in the Dark Side than this. This is also a big Asym. Dark Side was asymmetrical. So we're gonna move left here. Let's go 5 more left and just see what this ball does. So this is one of those big tumbly type of pearls. The one is, even though it is a pearl, it's not a pearl that's meant to go crazy down lane. Also, this one's drilled pin down, so it's going to be a little bit less responsive to the friction. Whereas in theory, the pin up one, which I'll throw right now, the pin up one should pick up a little bit better than that one in that same spot or close. Not a lot better, but it was better. Definitely different. You can see the difference in how how it rolls down line. You can see it tumbling a little bit different. The pin up one seems to be revving up a little bit more. Pin down one seemed to tumble more. Let me try and throw that again. Yeah, so you can see pin up one just a little bit different. Now, I've always talked to you how layouts don't make a ton of difference, and this is just one of those key moments that, I mean, it's just true. You'll see slight differences through the pins, but overall motion, it's pretty much going to be the same. You know, you've got to be a sharpshooter type of bowler to really be able to take advantage of those layout differences. Oof. Oh, baby. Chicks dig the trip 4. But that's the pin down one there. So you can definitely see I missed left, and that one floats through there a little bit more. The pin up one, maybe it wouldn't have floated through there because it's a little bit stronger off of the friction. So let's move left now and really see if we can see the difference. That ain't gonna hug. See, and that's the difference, is I think the pin up one actually gets there because it's gonna respond to that friction down lane just a little bit more. Let's find out. Let's take a gander, shall we? Not a lot of flare difference between the two either. You can see, I can show you here. This is the pin down one. See how tight the flare rings are there. It is like a 5-inch pin. And you can see the pin up does flare just a little bit more separate flare rings. That's really what layouts do a lot of the times. All right, let me see. I'm going to try and throw that same shot further right. See if this one makes it back. See, still very similar, a little bit better, not a lot better. And these are both at the same surface. They're not shiny like they were out of box. Again, I use these on tour, so we took the shine off of them, which a lot of people are probably not going to do if you're bowling in league. So just expect that they're going to be a little bit sharper down lane for you when you get one. If you already have one, yours is going to look more down lane because yours still has the shine. So it's going to make it just a little bit more responsive. All right. Staying with the pin-up one, we're going 5 more left here. Let's see what it does. You can just see how rounded it is. But also, now you understand why the tour guys love this one. This one, when the patterns are tougher at the players, in Reno, they weren't exactly tough necessarily. Compared to your typical league pattern, they would have been really tough. But score-wise, they were pretty high. But you're also bowling with all the best bowlers in the world who understand what the heck they're doing. So of course scores are going to be higher. See, so now that's the pin down one. And in my opinion, I feel like the pin down one just tumbles a little bit more. It definitely is less responsive to the friction, but the core doesn't change direction as quickly as the pin up one does. You saw the shot before where the pin up one got back and swished a strike, whereas that pin down one got a little bit lazy and did not strike. This is the pin up one again. See, that was almost identical to the pin down one. So we can talk about layouts and how they make a minor difference, like a real minor difference in your shape. Again, like it's really just about getting the ball to go through the pins properly, more than anything. Surface adjustments are going to be the biggest thing. So let me move left. Pin up one again. Still such a good ball reaction. Such good motion. We love it. We absolutely love it. I might still bowl some side stuff, some small events and stuff once I get the itch. I'm in golf mode right now. I'm in such love with golf. It's so fun. But golf is like one of those sports that you got all kinds of technology that'll make you better. You know, the TrackMan and, you know, real-time data on your swing. It's crazy. See, that was the pin down one compared to the pin up one. And to me, it feels like the pin down one is just transitioning slower. So it looks like it's getting further right down lane, and it just gets further down the lane. So it doesn't quite make the motion through the pins. But like I said, golf has all kinds of the technology like TrackMan and all the real-time data stuff for your swing. You go to the range and you've got a little machine you just put there and it tells you everything you need to know. Like bowling needs that. Somebody's working on it. Anyway, here we go. Let's throw the pin up one up against the ball return. And we'll call this good. This ball looks really, really good though. Yeah. Flatty, flatty, 2x4. Can't fit through the kitchen door. All right, there you go. The Hysteria by Motiv is a smashing success. I love that ball. I think it's amazing. I think they've needed a big, strong Asym pearl like this for a while, and I think this one really checks the boxes. Like they had their red Primal Rage that is much quicker down lane. It just felt like it was too far down the lane. Needed something that was going to see it a little bit quicker. This one does that. So perfect step, perfect ball for their lineup. Can't wait to see what else they've got going on. But if you want to get one of these, head over to BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center or BowlerX.com down here below, and you'll be able to get one. But that's all I got for you. Until next time, I'm out of here. See you guys later.